Good evening. I'm Dana Tyler. Jessica Moore is off tonight. Thank you for joining us. New York is bracing for what is expected to be the toughest battle yet in the fight against the coronavirus. The governor announcing so far 122,000 people have tested positive in the state. Nearly half the deaths in the U.S. are in New York, 4,159 people. Tomorrow, 600,000 N95 masks will arrive in New York, sent by the federal government for medical personnel. Also, another field hospital will be created, this time in Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. It will have 200 beds and accept COVID-19 patients. Tonight, CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez has more on the efforts to prepare for the apex of the pandemic that could be just days away.
Mayor de Blasio stood outside the Javits Center medical station thanking members of the Navy who answered the city's desperate call for help. On Sunday, more than 300 military medical personnel, doctors, nurses, and respiratory therapists from all across the country arrived in New York City to provide relief to hospitals overwhelmed by COVID-19 patients. A total of 1,000 are being deployed to New York.
But I'm telling you, beyond everything you're going to do to save lives, just showing up, you'll be amazed at how much gratitude you're going to encounter from these New Yorkers.
The Empire State, the epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic, has been drowning in devastating news of increasing cases and deaths. But today, an inspiring sense of hope. Governor Cuomo says the number of COVID-related deaths is down, and hospitalizations are the lowest they've been since March 20th. And perhaps a sign we're turning the corner. The governor says the number of patients recovering and being released from the hospital has gone up astronomically.
We could be either very near the apex, or the apex could be a plateau, and we could be on that plateau right now. We won't know until you see the next few days. Does it go up? Does it go down?
Governor Cuomo says right now finding more hospital beds is not an issue, but finding enough ventilators and healthcare workers remains a major problem. Mayor de Blasio says after making cautious projections of the city's needs, he predicted hospitals would run out of ventilators by Sunday night. But now he says the city's medical supplies could last until Wednesday.
But I want to be clear. It only means a few more days. Nothing more I can guarantee beyond that. And we have real work to do to fill that gap going forward. We believe we will need between 1,000 and 1,500 more ventilators for the period roughly Wednesday to Sunday.
Despite improvements statewide, Long Island has seen a spike in cases. The governor is urging all New Yorkers to continue social distancing efforts during the religious holidays.
You can't have large gatherings where you could have one or two people infecting people. And just because it's a religious gathering, you know, the virus is a non-religious enemy.
And Governor Cuomo signed an executive order giving him the right to remove medical equipment from any medical facility to place it where it's needed. But so far, he says, he hasn't needed to do so. Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.